Coming up, the European Union delayed the reimposing on tariffs on several goods from the U.S., including one made here in Kentucky. How the delay could impact bourbon prices. And Santa made an early stop in the mountains today. We introduce you to one of his helpers in Harlan County.
Plus, the forecast turns soggy by Christmas, timing out those rain chances as Mountain News First at 4 continues.
Mountain News First at 4 continues.
There are a lot of questions about the office of the Asley County Clerk. The judge executive says Shanna Oliver told him she would only be open 3 days a week and is planning to retire at the first of the year. People with Dreammaker Realty tell us that other county officials have told them the current clerk has basically quit and is no longer performing her duties.
We can't do anything until this is resolved, and this is an area that I service a lot, so it puts a hold on selling property in that area for we're not sure when it'll be resolved.
A realtor in Montgomery County says she can't close on any homes in Asley County because they can't do needed title work in the county clerk's office. We will have more on the situation tonight at 6. After a push nearly 2 weeks ago by Kentucky's U.S. senators and bourbon industry leaders, the European Union will delay reimposing tariffs on American whiskey and other goods from the U.S. for another 15 months. The tariffs were set to double to 50% on January 1st. Julia Sandor talked with Kentucky Distillers Association about the suspension.
It's a bit of a Christmas miracle, actually.
With the European Union's retaliatory tariffs on American whiskey set to double to 50% in less than 2 weeks, the delay in reimposing those tariffs was an instant relief.
It really hits home, you know, when those tariffs are in place, and we're very thankful that they didn't step up from 25% to 50% as of January 1. This is that reprieve. That would have been awful for our industry, just awful. It basically would have stopped European sales of bourbon.
Jack Mazarak with Kentucky Distillers Association says the bourbon industry is booming. Not only do people come from all over the country, but all over the world just to get the Kentucky bourbon experience. Vital tourism that he says could have been negatively affected.
If sales of bourbon dry up in Europe because of retaliatory tariffs, we're going to lose a certain amount of enthusiasm, which will not translate into visitors who would have otherwise come here.
The next 15 months gives them more time to work on a permanent solution.
Prior to the tariffs, we've had decades of great relationships and growing of industries. There's no reason why we can't return to that.
In Frankfort, Julia Sandor, WKYT.
After some wintry weather on Monday, we are tracking some more sunshine on this Tuesday, and as high pressure continues to control the forecast, some more sunshine is on the way for the rest of this week. Here's a live look from UVA-wise. Hardly a cloud in the sky, but if you look closely to the rooftops, also the grassy surfaces on the campus, we are still watching out for a few patches of that white from that snow yesterday. And those temperatures today, that's the big story. We are very cold, down to 30 for Wise, 32 in Clintwood, 35 in Jackson, and 37 over in Somerset. So we are tracking some below average weather, but some improvements on the way as early as tomorrow, all thanks to this upper level ridge or this area of high pressure that is sitting over Kentucky right now. So we are tracking some more dry weather for the rest of this week. Also some more near average weather by Wednesday, Thursday, and we see some above average weather as early as Friday. And Christmas is looking a little bit warm this year. We could see highs back in the 60s in some areas. Also tracking those rain chances to increase for the holiday weekend, also into early next week. Those details plus your full 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Olivia?
Cameron, thank you. Santa has come early to many neighborhoods in Harlan County. The Mountain Santa Run has been a tradition in Harlan County for nearly 50 years. Volunteers have already began loading and unloading presents for children of all ages. The tradition started with Mike Howard, who was the original Mountain Santa. His son Jordan Howard now has taken the reins and says faith has helped motivate them each year.
My dad started back out in 1975 with one truck, and the Lord put it on his heart to just start wrapping gifts and giving to the needy children of Harlan, and it just went from there.
Howard says the gifts can be anything from a baby doll to a Hot Wheel truck or even a bicycle. We will have more on their mission and what it means to the community tonight at 6. East Kentucky Dream Center's hometown Christmas event brought families to the Appalachian Wireless Arena today, serving more than 100 families in need. The line began forming around 7:30 a.m. with folks waiting for the doors to open at 10, each hoping to grab a few gifts, some clothes, winter wear, and more from the annual giveaway. Those involved say the need is obvious in the surrounding communities, and partnerships have helped the event meet some of those needs.
We want to provide a Christmas for those struggling for their children. So we have sponsors all year that donate to our Christmas giveaway. We give away toys to every family, coats, gloves, toboggans, and now this year, thanks to the Hanger Boutique out of Lawrenceburg, we've added new clothing.
Today marked the 5th annual giveaway. Families say it is a blessing to have this event, especially with the current state of the economy. We will have more from the hometown Christmas coming up at 6. And coming up as First at 4 continues, a surge of new hotels are either under construction or ready to open. How these new overnight stops could impact your upcoming travel plans.
Plus, we stay chilly as we go into tonight, but improvements on the way by tomorrow. Those details coming up after this break.